Brian Schottenheimer lied to us. I remember Schottenheimer came out. It was in preseason or something. And it was like, well, you know, guys, squad's hot shit, man. I'll tell you what, there's no just scheming one guy, right? We throw the ball to the open guy. You know, if you look at the film, you know, there's this one play where CD just gets wide ass open and Dak threw it to him. That's what we do, right? The first guy that gets open, then that's who we're going to throw it to. We don't just force the ball or anything. But if you look at that one play, that'll really show you that CD Lamb gets open, and that's why we throw it to him. And Schottenheimer, boy, I thought you was on to something. Till CD started getting 5 catches.
If he had 4 games of 4 receptions in a row, bro.
4 receptions and shit. Then CD Lamb, look, Will still in my line. CD went, this ain't gonna work, huh?
Yeah.
Why are we talking about CD's contract, by the way? It's very important that we ain't talk about it, but it's just football going on, so we ain't talk about it. CD say, something needs to happen, bro. All of a sudden, magically, this approach of we don't feed the ball to nobody, just open man, get it. CD started getting open a lot, didn't it? It seems like we made this effort to get CD Lamb the football. Now, Scott, if I got Ferguson and I got Shooter Baker and I got Sean McEwen, John Stevens and Hendershot hurt. If I throw all them the ball, if I throw them 10 passes each, Ferguson catch 9 of them, Schoonmaker catch 5. He about 50% right now. He less than that. He catch 4. Sean McEwen maybe catch 2 or 3. As a scientific experiment, Scott, what that says to me is, well, if Jake Ferguson dropping the ball less, and he's the better receiver out of all of them, and maybe he can route up Fred Warner because we saw it on film, Scott. Maybe Jake Ferguson should be my tight end 1, Scott. And I'd be damn, Jake Ferguson, if you just throw the ball to him, he's tight end 1 for you. You've been saying put him on that Witten program. Yep. Make him a part of this offense. So, Scott, you mean to tell me Mike McCarthy got this play sheet? On this side of the play sheet, it say get the ball to Lamb, and it's blinking bright letters. On this side of the play sheet, it's get the ball to Ferguson. It ain't big bright letters, but you know it's at least in bold and italics, right? But the middle of that paper always been blank. The middle of it is blank. It just was words that said get in where you fit in. Sky, I don't know what happened, but if I had to bet $20 to a donut, Robin Hood walked in with a bow and arrow. All the fictional characters that carry around bows and arrows, Kratos and Katniss Everdeen and the girl from Last of Us, everybody Hawkeye. That every Hawkeye, Green Arrow, everybody that ever carried a bow and arrow knocked on Mike McCarthy door and said, first of all, why is the fastest player on your team not getting targets? Second of all, if you can feed CD Lamb the football, I know your ass can feed Brandin Cooks the damn football. Don't lie. Remember Debo was checking old boy? Don't lie. And he picked up smoke and dropped it back in the check. Don't lie. Craig, you mean to tell me, Craig meaning Will Steele, by the way. Craig, you mean to tell me we have the capabilities to scheme up plays you goddamn right, to scheme up plays for a particular wide receiver, because CD Lamb walking out there with double-digit targets ever since we said something to him. You mean to tell me we able to do this? All of a sudden, Sky, Brandin Cooks has plays in the middle of the play sheet, Sky. And look, you noticed the case, because this game, he said Brandin Cooks play 1, Brandin Cooks play 2, CD Lamb play 1, Brandin Cooks play 3. We fed him. We fed him, Sky. And all of a sudden, our offense is looking incredible. Ain't that a bitch? All of a sudden, we have verticality to the offense. Ain't that a bitch? All of a sudden, hey, look, we've been watching dudes faster than Gilly beat him on crossing routes all year. And then look, Scott, what we say? Hey, Gilly ain't playing bad. It's just hard to beat dudes on crossing routes when they faster than you.
They tough.
Scott, we have a character on our offense that wears number 3. That at any given moment, he's faster than everybody on the damn team. Why don't you call them crossing routes up for Brandin Cooks? And Sky, I'd be damned if you go to the plays that say for Brandin Cooks. That motherfucker always started on one side of the field and he caught it over there every time.
Yeah.
Sky, if Brandin Cooks, how many catches he got? Like 9?
9 receptions on 10 targets.
Look, 2 of them was going forward. 1 of them was a stop route. All the rest of them was crossing the field. At least that's what it looked like. And that's an easy throw for Dak to make, considering that it's blocked up front.
Yeah.
Scott, I hate that we got to be at this point to do this, but at least it looked like it's in the offense now.
Yeah.
As long as Mike McCarthy stays focused, we finally got this thing looking like, hey, this is what wide receiver 1, 2, and tight end 1 looks like. There's no way. I don't give a damn if it's the Giants or not. Pick a team. Lions. What corners the Lions got that's scaring the shit out you where they going to shut Brandin Cooks and CeeDee Lamb down? 49ers. Look, I know 49ers did what they did to us, but look at what we schemed versus 49ers versus all the other shit that we did. Night and day. Jinx. It's night and day. Eagles, you know what we can do to the Eagles. So what team has a set of corners that's gonna shut that down? Pick a team. I don't think it is one. If they playing against zone, Dak Prescott damn near undefeated against zone. If they playing against man, Scott wasn't Dak like 12 for 20 versus man? Or some crazy number like that last week?
He's number 1 in all man categories you can think of.
I be damn, Scott.
Don't get twisted though. Lately, he's been chopping dudes up in his zone too.
Listen, bro. And then Dak running the football and making this thing even just even more, getting extra first downs that we didn't even plan on getting because he can run now. Scott, let me tell you something, bro. I don't give a damn what defense it is. If you do this moving forward, your offense is totally different. Your offense is totally different moving forward. All Dan got to do is fix his crew. All Dan got to do is fix his crew. Now, the defense ain't going to look like this every week because Danny DeVito ain't going to be playing you every week. We got a rookie next week. But past that, we got I still think Sam Howell a fraud. They're going to beat the shot at him. But you got Eugene, you got Hurts, you got Josh Allen, who I think is a fraud also. Tua Tagovailoa, and you got Jared Goff. Those are all formidable opponents. I trust that your defense is going to figure it out because at the end of the day, they got the dudes. The defense got the dudes, but this offense got the scheme, Scott, and we got the quarterback. If Dak does this 13 more times, Scott, come on, man. I know I did a bunch of rambling, Scott, but it was just on my heart this evening. It was on my heart today, dog. What you thought of the game, man? Well,
we got to compartmentalize this thing.
Okay, about Dak's performance. What you think about Dak's performance?
It was amazing, man. It was amazing. I found the numbers, though, for you in regards to the zone. So yesterday was his first pick in the zone since week 5. 784 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception, 61 for 87, and 116 quarterback rating against zone since week 5. Against man, 139 quarterback rating, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick, 570 yards. So he's locked in, man. He's locked in. It looks like it. It's a beautiful thing to see. And you know, in a game like that, you're having a lot of fun. But we knew it was going to be a blowout type of victory, right? Yeah. My number one thing I wanted to see was how and when are we going to get Cooks involved? And boy, did they ever. You talked about those over routes and bro, I found a stat that doing some research that just kind of blew my mind when I was looking at it. So I don't know if you know about this yards per route run stat I've been talking about for the last couple weeks.
Sure.
It's been a career low for Brandin Cooks. So what that means is he's not really running deep. He's hardly even running intermediate routes. His routes are stemming or what have you less than a yard is what they were giving him. So it went from being 0.88, which was a career low, the first 7 games he played or whatever, to 6.8 yards per route run, which was a career high for any game he's ever played in. So they clearly went back to the table and said, all right, we got CD that can do possession things. We got Ferg that can do tight end seam things. We got Gallup and Tolbert that can do all the dirty stuff. Why don't we just use a dude that's fast to do the fast things? And boy, did they ever, in 173 yards, more yards, I think, than he had all year. Crazy.
KDB.